Hey, what's up, guys? Mike from the Oak Cliff Kickboxing Academy. Going to be breaking down all the action from UFC 161, giving you live results, breakdown, and analysis. First fight on the prelim, Dustin Page versus Yves Jabouet. This fight was all Dustin Page. Submission attempts off his back. In the first round, he had a good armbar attempts, a heel hook, and in the second round, he hit a great trip and he got straight into the mount. Once again, working his submissions. And in the third round, he got on top once again. A little bit more scrambles, lots of submission attempts. It goes to the judges, and Yves Jabouet gets a little bit of a hometown decision. I thought it should have definitely gone to Dustin Page. In the other Facebook prelim, Mitch Clark versus John McGuire. Mitch Clark looked like a completely different guy. He's been training with the lab champion, lightweight champion Benson Henderson, and he was really on point. John McGuire unable to handle that pressure. He looked good though for dropping down to 155, but once again was not able to get it going. And Mitch Clark picks up a pretty easy unanimous decision. Over on FX now, first prelim, Roland Delorme versus Edwin Figueroa. Delorme, he's actually from there in Winnipeg, Manitoba. Figueroa, he trains up the road from me with Saxon Janjira and Alan Moeller. And so grappler versus striker in this matchup. Delorme all over him, very sticky. Great jiu-jitsu, had him in a lot of trouble, different submissions. Whenever he would get room, Figueroa would land some big punches. And in the second round, Edwin even threw up the triangle himself and almost got that, but Delorme able to get out. And for the rest of the fight, it was just too much jiu-jitsu from Roland Delorme, and Roly picks up the decision. Next up, Shawn Pierson versus Kenny Robertson. Robertson wants to get this fight to the ground. Shawn Pierson, though, is making that very difficult for him. Even when he does get him down, Pierson will get back up or he scramble out. And his boxing was really taking over, and I thought Shawn was going to knock him out, but it never came. In the third round, a little bit of trouble for him because Kenny Robertson, he rocked him bad, and he almost finished him. Possible 10-8 round. At the very end, Pierson's able to get out, and so it could have gone to a draw, but the judges decide is for Shawn Pierson. Late replacement James Krause takes on Sam Stout, hands of stone, and fantastic fight. It got a little bloody at the end of the first round. Krause landed a great head kick, opened up Stout. And the second round, he came out a little bit better. He hurt Krause to the body, and it was really back and forth, very close fight. The fight metrics numbers show that it was almost even. And at the very end, though, James Krause grabs a guillotine choke and is tight. Stout trying to finish, trying to end the round, but he's forced to tap. And great job by James Krause in his UFC debut. The final prelim is Jake Shields versus Tyron Woodley. In their last fight, Shields didn't look so amazing. Woodley did, but I did this pick. I picked Shields to win because I analyzed it. Hey, if Woodley doesn't land that big overhand right, then what else does he have? And he wasn't able to land it, did not mix it up, didn't go for takedowns. The only times he did mix it up, he would land good. At the end of the fight, he did a spinning back fist, landed good. Shields, though, has a great chin, and he just outworked him the whole fight. Jake Shields was mixing it up with kicks, going to the body, and so Jake Shields wins the decision. Pay-per-view starts off with a bang. Shawn Jordan versus Pat Barry at heavyweight. Pat Barry threw a high kick, and then Shawn Jordan came at him with the punches, and the uppercuts slide through his defenses. It seemed to really mess his eye up, so he covers up, and Shawn Jordan is swarming on him, throwing nonstop punches, and Pat Barry stuck, unable to get up. Referee has to stop it. Alexis Davis versus Rosi Sexton. Sexton putting up a valiant fight, would not give. She got straight into Alexis' face with the striking on the feet. She got in a little bit of trouble though. She was in a deep triangle, but she actually delivered some pretty good ground and pound to end that round. In the second, she had a lot of trouble though. Got her back taken, lots of punches from Alexis on back control and on top, and pretty close to ending the fight. Referee Herb Dean kept warning Sexton to keep moving, and so she barely survives. The third was pretty close, but I think Alexis did enough, so she picks up the win. It was a pretty entertaining fight. Igor Pokrajac versus Ryan Jimmo. Not a lot of action to talk about in this fight, just a lot of clinch against the cage, and then it got interesting at the end of the first. Pokrajac rocked Jimmo, and then Jimmo returned the favor at the beginning of the second, but he lands on top and the guard and pretty much just rides it out. And the same goes for the third. Ryan Jimmo picks up that decision. In the co-main event, Stipe Miocic versus Roy Big Country Nelson, and Miocic puts on a clinic against Big Country, and he's mixing his kicks up, his punches, and Big Country's in trouble. Lots of big shots landing. Big Country not able to land his overhand, and similar to the Jake Shield Tyron Woodley fight earlier, and that's why I picked Miocic to pull off the upset. It's a fantastic performance. The main event, Rashad Evans versus Dan Henderson. Both guys very evenly matched. They're both wrestlers that can punch. That's exactly what they do in this fight. Not many leg kicks at all. And in the first round, I think I got to give that one to Henderson. He rocked Rashad with the jab as he was coming in. Second round, very even once again. Very close. Once again, both guys punching, a little bit of clinch work. And in the third, I definitely got to give that one to Rashad. He did a little bit more. He was more active with his punching, and I believe he got a takedown as well. And it goes to a split decision. The judges give it to Rashad Evans. Actually, I thought it should have gone to Dan Henderson, but it was a very close fight. Alright guys, hope you enjoyed the video. Make sure you subscribe for the latest breakdowns in boxing, Brazilian Jiu-Jitsu, and MMA.